I might as well react to this guy. See what he's gonna say about God knows what. See how pissed off I get.
Hang on here, Flurry, for a second. To present to you the President of the United States.
It's my sweater. It's chilly. Yeah, I got the same sweater all week. It is what it is.
The first female vice president, along with the female Speaker of the House. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good to be back. Mitch and Chuck will understand it's good to be almost home. Down the hall. Anyway, thank you all. Madam Speaker.
What?
Madam Vice President. No president has ever said those words from this podium. No president's ever said those words. And it's
these people who just care about gender, and they were asking people if they approved of him, people who had voted for Trump in 2016 but voted for Biden, so they were asking those people after 100 days what they all thought. And they're like, well, his temperament. So they don't care about what he's done for 100 days. They just still, well, I needed a nice president now. If all you need is for the president to be nice, your life is going great. If you don't need a president to do nothing else but be nice, congratulations, you're having a great life.
While the setting tonight is familiar, this gathering is just a little bit different. Reminder of the extraordinary times we're in. Throughout our history, presidents have come to this chamber to speak to Congress, to the nation, and to the world, to declare war, to celebrate peace, to announce new
Honest, I already don't even want to listen to him. I want to do something else.
I come to talk about crisis and opportunity, about rebuilding a nation, revitalizing our democracy. The oath of office, lifted my hand off our family Bible and inherited a nation we all did that was in crisis. The worst pandemic in a century. The worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. The worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. Now, after just 100 days, I can report to the nation, America is on the move again.
Where are we going? Canada?
Peril into possibility, crisis to opportunity, setbacks into strength. We all know life can knock us down, but in America, we never, ever, ever stay down. Americans always get up. Today, that's what we're doing. America's rising anew, choosing hope over fear, truth over lies, and light over darkness. After 100 days of rescue and renewal, America's ready.
I honestly don't know what he's been doing for 100 days.
We're working again.
The news tells me nothing. I don't even feel like there's a president.
Discovering again and leading the world again. We have shown each other and the world.
I hear more about overseas news, especially the royals, than I do about what's going on in this country, unless there's a major situation.
We had to act. And thanks to the extraordinary leadership of Speaker Pelosi, Majority Leader Schumer, and the overwhelming support of the American people, Democrats, Independents, and Republicans, we did act. Together we passed the American Rescue Plan, one of the most consequential rescue packages.
And I'm starting to see a lot of YouTube people also say how they're getting to the point where things are coming to a head for them financially. I'm starting to notice that. So
after I promised we'd get 100 million COVID-19 vaccine shots into people's arms in 100 days, we will have provided over 220 million COVID shots in those 100 days. Thanks to all the help of all of you. We're marshaling, with your help, everyone's help, we're marshaling every federal resource. We've gotten vaccines in nearly 40,000 pharmacies and over 700 community health centers where the poorest of the poor can be reached. We're setting up community vaccination sites, developing mobile units to get to hard-to-reach communities. Today, 90% of Americans now live within 5 miles of a vaccination site. Everyone over the age of 16, everyone is now eligible to get vaccinated right now, right away. Go get vaccinated, America. Go and get the vaccination. They're available. You're eligible now. When I was sworn in on January 20th, less than 1% of the seniors in America were fully vaccinated against COVID-19. 100 days later, 70% of seniors in America over 65 are protected, fully protected. Senior deaths from COVID-19 are down 80% since January. Down 80% because of all of you. And more than half of all the adults in America have gotten at least one shot.
I stopped paying attention already. I was staring at the wall daydreaming.
Glendale, Arizona. I asked the nurse, I said, what's it like? She looked at me and she said, it's like every shot is giving a dose of hope. A dose of hope. A dose of hope for an educator in Florida who has a child suffering from an autoimmune disease. Wrote to me, said she's worried, and she was worried about bringing the virus home. She said she then got vaccinated at a large site in her car. She said she sat in her car when she got vaccinated and just cried. Cried out of joy and cried out of relief.
I wish it was that perfect that once you got the thing, you were safe forever. I wish it was what these people think it is. Now I'm saved. I got the shot.
Grandparents hugging their children and grandchildren instead of pressing hands against the window.
People have been put under such fear and stress with this virus.
Those things mean everything.
I understand that they feel that way if they believe that it disease. Probably going to have to cut this out because they're going to say I'm saying something I'm not. Point is, no vaccine is 100%. Watermelon! This one isn't either, but I probably can't say that.
Have we done in those first 100 days? We kept our commitment, Democrats and Republicans, of sending $1,400 rescue checks to 85% of American households.
That's what upset me when YouTube gave me the one. I didn't. Maybe they didn't like the way I worded something, but I didn't contradict anything that who or the CDC were saying. You know.
A single mom in Texas who wrote me. She said she couldn't work, but she said the relief check put food on the table and saved her and her son from eviction from their apartment.
Yeah, that one relief check, and then what happened after that? She never had to pay rent again?
Immediately took her granddaughter to the eye doctor. Something she said she put off for months because she didn't have the money. One of the defining...
And then what happened after that? They probably needed more money.
Cars.
If they were waiting for that check.
Cars lined up for miles.
That means they had to use it up right away. Just like the rest of us.
Just barely able to start those cars. Nice cars. Lined up for miles, waiting for a box of food to be put in their trunk. I don't know about you, but I didn't ever think I'd see that in America.
What? He didn't ever think he'd see that in America.
Fault of their own.
That's been going on in America. No fault of their own, because the people who it's their fault, those bastards should starve. I told you this no fault of their own thing.
Is delivering food and nutrition assistance to millions of Americans facing hunger.
Through no fault of their own.
Already. We're also providing rental assistance. You all know this. The American people, I want to make sure they understand. Keeping people from being evicted from their homes. Providing loans to small businesses that reopen and keep their employees on the job. During these 100 days, an additional 800,000 Americans enrolled in the Affordable Care Act when I established a special sign-up period to do that. 800,000 in that period.
You know what? I'm going to cut this off right now. I can't watch this. Anything I'm going to say is going to get me in trouble with YouTube. So, forget it. I'm already getting really aggravated. I can feel my blood pressure starting to go.
Thanks to the American Rescue Plan, we're on track to cut child poverty in America in half.
It's just upsetting me because there's people like me who, yeah, we got the stimulus checks, but that's it. Then we're in trouble, and they could care less about us because we don't make babies to go off and fight their wars. Whatever.